O naunai kala me kalehua He halele wano yanakano O kaunoi E ano ine li ane ho yo kai kimai Ai kimai no oko Hiki pu no me ke aloha 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 aloha
From islands in the south, brave souls embarked on a voyage of exploration across the vast Pacific, navigating across the largest ocean on Earth, guided only by the stars, tides, and wind patterns. They purposefully settled the islands known today as Hawaii. Having no written language, their ancestors preserved their secrets, genealogy, history, and learned ways of survival in the traditional practice of oli. Oli is Hawaiian chant and serves as a calabash, carrying the knowledge necessary for man to coexist with each other, their environment, and their gods. It contains all the information needed to thrive. This would become vital in the centuries to follow, as their identity would be suppressed and nearly extinguished with the arrival of Western influence. In a time when Mother Earth is facing her greatest threat, the world is looking to indigenous peoples who have kept the wisdom of their ancestors for thousands of years. Kanaka Maoli, the descendants of the first peoples of Hawaii, are one such group who have maintained many of their secrets in Oli.
Oli is a way of expressing how people see their world.
Oli is, for me and for what we have been taught in our family, is the primal and the most archaic voice that you have. It is the primary instrument of the entire human experience.
Oli was a very viable, a very real prominent tradition in Hawaiian culture, in Hawaiian spirituality. And so understanding the history before Western influence and the traditional mindset of the kupunas and ancient Hawaiian society, really one begins to understand the Hawaiian worldview. And I think that's what, for me, the chants has done, is really help me to understand the philosophy and worldview of Hawaiian way of life.
E ulu kini o he akua. Ulu hane me hanaloa. Ulu o hi alau koa me ka ie. Ahi mai anō I kouku ahu. Aia tā waila, he wai ola, he ola nui.
The Hawaiian way of life was based on their connection to the land and the natural elements. Their respect for it was profound and beyond modern comprehension. In acknowledging their interdependence, they created a unique, sophisticated culture, which found man, nature, and gods as all part of the energy of the universe. Oli was the way in which this energy was conveyed.
Oli is a living, breathing art, ever moving, ever growing. It is its own entity. So it is you that has the relationship with Oli. Oli has been here long before we have. Long before humans came to these islands, even our ancestors. There was always sound. There were always the birds, the trees, and the land itself, the very movement of the earth. That is what chant is.
Olo no Israel taolapa he wali no ela kaino oh esa vaina no ku o ia kakika na isa haola ola ia kinola wa de adu cuida oi ho mai he ui o ha mai ali kamahale hu tamu o kamai le wahi ku mai nei o laudai na ni o Eisa en homai ao iro haili mo
We are a product of our land. We are very much a reflection of our land. And maintaining that connection is understanding who you are and who these trees are, and the Po'emanu, the bird people, the Po'ekumula'au, the tree people, the Po'epuhaku, the rock people. All of these things make up who I am.
Oli and Mele Hula are the voices of our kupuna and the voices of our contemporary time. They're far different than just poetry on a page. We have those too, but when you put it to voice, it is the emotion that comes through. There is a phrase that is in some chants, and the phrase in Hawaiian says, "Aheleo vale noe." Aheleo vale noe means it is just the voice. That idea in a chant means we are just the voice to convey the importance of the words. But there is no other way to convey it than in an oli, where the emotion of the person comes through the voice into the ears of the hearer. And we are both moved by it. You don't have to know what the words mean. We are still both moved by it because you feel my voice and my emotion. Mapu mai ke alau ka leo hea hea e tu hea hea ka pai pu e o neo ka ihua. Nā ka aha aha e hali hali kau kini. Ki ani mai ka leo pu hele. Hele mai, hele mai. E komo i ka malu o ka nei e. Hele mai, hele mai. I puia nei wauna hele o ke ala e. Aloha e. When we come to where the river is, when we come to where the forest is, where we come to where the clouds collect, we cannot help but realize we humans are but a very small thing. And without these others, the clouds, the rivers, the rain, we cease to exist. So being around fresh water, a running stream, is tremendously important for chants such as the ones we have used. All of the things with fresh water have to do with life. Hawaiians realized very early on and all the way till today, without running water, we die.
Hawaiians became experts in managing their environment and successfully practiced the science of renewable resources. Impressive engineering feats maximized both agriculture and aquaculture yield at a level of resource sustainability unmatched today. This knowledge was protected in Oli and is being perpetuated today.
I think others should care about the Hawaiian tradition of Oli because it expresses a way of life of an ancient people and a people who continue to survive in today's society, and their philosophical worldview of life. And it's rich. It's rich with knowledge, it's rich with stories and legends, it's rich with people, migrations to and from the South. It's wealthy of the value of the knowledge of the intimate relationship between man and nature and the balances of the environmental elements.
Ai kumu ke na ke pa hoi ke bela iluna o hale mau ke bela iluna o ai ta momo ke na ke pa hoi ke bela iluna o hale mau ke bela iluna o ai ta momo ai kumu ke na ke pa hoi ke bela iluna o hale mau ke Bela iluna o ale mau te amalu ta palio ta awea e ala hey no ia kai palio pele.
The ancient Hawaiians have stories preserved in chant that have been passed down for generations that speak of the formation of the islands, the way they cared for the land, how they farmed and fished, and how they worshipped their gods.
Mai kahiki ka wahine o Pele is a traditional chant, and I say traditional because it remains unnamed, the composer of this chant. It comes through in the saga of Pele and Hi'iaka, and during Hi'iaka's travels, it is one of the migration chants that chronicles the coming of Pele and her family and her traditions and her gods from Kahiki, from Pola Pola to Hawaii.
Mai kai ki ka wahine o pere, mai kai nei bola bola, mai ka puno ula ka ne mai te ula la pai ka lani, mai ka o bua la pai ka hiki. La ba kui hawa I ka wahine o pere, ka lai ko wa o nui a kea, koua e ka moho ali ia, po a ka moku I pa ua ka wa o kea kua, ka wa o ka ne talai o nui. Olo mai ke ua e pele o nua mea a e ai kalani ai puni ai ka moku, a e ai kino kea kua, no e o mala, ua ka ia kali o ka vai a vai ko pe o kali o ka vai no ali, ia pele o nua me. Kai hoi o no tava o kumala o lo no hoi ko nuaina, ka wa kui ko le va mo ko ia ka no e akua, ku e le an hoi ka le o pele, ua I kai ki la pawila e pele, e hua ie.
This is the ancestral home of my family, of the clan that I come from. We are fire people. We are of a fire clan and a fire tradition. This place is for obvious reasons the core of this island. It is the birthplace of new life, of new land, of new purpose for my family to continue what we do. We have honored that obligation to follow the fire, wherever it may be, the source of the fire, and maintain that. And fire, I don't just mean the physical manifestation of fire. Fire, meaning life force, means that vibration of life.
I continue to perpetuate the knowledge by passing it down from one person to another person, from what my kumu has learned, how she's learned it from her kumu and there beyond. And she has graced me with the privilege of learning it. And then I pass it down to the men that I've trained with.
Mala ila ino ua noa ke ala. Pale aku pale mai kamanawa I naina me ka mō kua hana. Ua ola nā iwi ke kōwali, ua ola ka haui me ka paakai. Ua pā a te ola o nā eha I ka hono ho o noho ia a o wili ia me ka lau la I. Ua hai, ua kala ia nā kalimu kala ho o kahi he e o kahi vehe hira a o loko mai loko a waho. Ua mai ne. No e mauli ola, no e kanaloa a ku me hina ku malama. E malama mai a vāwe ke ola pono ua ola mai. He ai mai na vai awa nā kua e inu. E malama lama I na ala pō hi maka uli. Me ka ike kanaka mākua ka ike pāpā lua me ka ike no ka vai hono ke aka mai. E kūkaua kahi e kane kua no lono maka I he a o kui a lua kau I ka hano. E ola hou, e pale hou, e kū pale a ho huli ka lima kōko. Ua kui nā lima, ua kui ka ai lima. Ua mā kau no ka oili aku mā wahu o ke ia pāku. No ka launa hō ana me ko au mā wahu. E malama mau I ka ihi o ke kapu meha o na huna I uhi ia malu no mākua pau. Ai kala pō o ke la aku hou a I ke kaua. Ua noa ke kapu, ua kō ka hana. A mama ua noa lele vale aku la kapule.
It is so much a part of everything that I do, that the idea of Oli and who I am is one and the same.
Na na no I rauli ma me ka au na ki o te ai kuni ai ka o na ka na ka o le a lai la ha na u ia mai ho ka hua a ho I ro li I ka hi ma ka ia o ke kui pu ne na li o ko ha no na kai no a no a ke ku na ne ku akai.
Chanting is every bit a form of speech, in my case, in my family's case. It is also that power that you have that transcends the barrier of time itself.
Oli is a way to immediately connect to the words of my kupuna. To know that many of these oli were written by my ancestors. And to repeat these words tells me that I repeat their thoughts, that they speak through me. E kane hoalani e kane hoalani e aloha kaua. Kau ka hoku ho'okahi hele I ke alaloa. Aloha kamakuku kapa ka wahine. He wahine lohi au nana I ka makani. He makani lohi au haupu mai o loko e. E kane hoalani e kane hoalani e aloha kaua. Kau ka hoku ho'okahi hele I ke alaloa. Aloha kamakuku kapa ka wahine. He wahine nana I haupu mai o loko e. E kane hoalani e kane hoalani e aloha kaua. Kau ka hoku ho'okahi hele I ke alaloa. Aloha kamakuku kapa ka wahine. He wahine lohi au nana I ka makani. He makani lohi au haupu mai o loko e. As I'm chanting, I am completely within the chant itself. I am completely within the words. I am completely within the joy of seeing the sun. And so the conversation is between me and the sun, and nothing else matters.
Through Oli, we're able to tell that story of the Hawaiian people. And if we no longer chant and no one cares about chanting, no one will know who our people were, who our kupuna and ancestors were. You could read a story in a book, but it won't be as valuable or as wealthy as the knowledge you find in chants. And I think through chanting is that voice, that manai kaleo, that powerful voice that is able to communicate that, express that through emotion, and that ancient sound of the past of our people.
O ake a kamak, o halo a kahiona, o pimei, o wailoa o kakahili no ka ue te pueo ali, ka pueo makalulu I lo hai te tai tape ai talu peo nala nika, ia pikina, I hui I alato a ka o hika hie.
The world is awakening to the consciousness that humankind and nature are inseparably linked. We turn to indigenous peoples, the guardians of this knowledge that is vital to the well-being and survival of our Aina, our sacred Mother Earth.
Aloha e nā akua.
Ka'anakamoli are ensuring this ancestral wisdom is preserved within Napua o Ka'aina, the children of Hawaii.
Aloha e nā kupuna. Aloha e nā makua. Aloha e ka leule. Aloha e ie. Aloha e nā kupuna o ke aina. E aina nui ka mana o vai e ho'o vai vai ka mana o pono. Ka pono no na mea lua ka me kai. O mai ke loa, o mai ka mahalo. A he kuia mahalo konei e. A he leo.
Mày